Well, it's an absolute pleasure, and I must say an honor to be part of this presentation to a gentleman of the turf. And we're just chatting off air with the CEO of Gold Circle, Mr. Michal Narek, who's here to present Doug with his award for his milestone on how many years Doug has been involved in racing. And we worked to figure out to be 45 years, Michal? 45 years that Doug's been involved in racing, and I've got to know him from day one. And I don't think there is a person out there in the South African racing industry that will deny that Doug Campbell is one of the scholars and a gentleman of the turf. Just the other day, he had his 1,000th winner, and what a day that was for you, Doug. I mean, it must have been absolutely brilliant all these years that's passed by, and you now got that four-figure.
Oh, it was a most wonderful day, and I just can't thank the people, the messages I've had from all over the world. Jockeys have written for me from Australia, sending me messages, people in America, England, everywhere, and it's just an amazing day. It's taken quite a while, because when I had my 999th winner 2 months ago, it took 2 months away, and I had quite a few seconds in between, yes. But it really was wonderful, and I just can't thank all the patrons I've had over the years for supporting me and keeping going, and especially all the jockeys that have ridden right to the top, from Michael Roberts, Jeff Lloyd, Robbie Sham, Pierre Stradham, Kevin Shea, of course, for many years. I can't remember Peter Dillon, Stuart Randolph, and so all these jockeys that come up and ride the farm, and I can't thank them enough. And also I can't thank Gold Circle enough. Quite a few years ago they started subsidizing us to maintain our tracks and everything like that, and I couldn't have carried on without that. And it's just, I can't thank, and all the wonderful friends we've met, not just the owners but the wonderful friends we've met at racing.
Just quickly, not to put you on the spot, but we're going to test your memory a bit. The first winner was?
A horse called Peddler's Pie, yes, in 1979.
And of course, along the way you would have had some good horses. Any particular horse that stands out for you from your yard?
Well, I think Dawson Trail more likely was a very good horse. He won 8 races and was Horse of the Year here in 1988 rather. He more like the best one. But I've had some good ones. Escapist, Kirk Levington, Hero Worship. We won the Durban Nursery. It used to be called the Queen's Nursery before the King came along, and we won that 3 times with top jockeys like Michael Roberts riding and Kevin Shea, and we've had some lovely horses over the years. You know.
Anybody in racing will tell you that without support there is no success, and you've had this solid family base behind you, and I think your biggest supporter and maybe even your biggest critique must be Di.
She's by far the best horse in my stable. She's absolutely meticulous, and I can't thank her enough, really. She's a wonderful horsewoman and been a real big contribution to our success.
Well, we thank you for your loyal support over the years during the training ranks and the breeding ranks, and of course Sugar Hill. We wish you many, many more winners, Doug, and thanks for all the wonderful memories. Michal Narek with that presentation. Well done to Doug Campbell with his 1,000th winner in what has been a long but pleasurable and illustrious career. Well done to Doug Campbell.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for all your help over the years.
The Africa House sent on their way from the 1,400 meter marker. The Africa House, second wave, first line, and then we drop back to Mystery Cash. They towards the back end of the field. On the outside, Monk's Throne, one of the first to respond. Ermelo's right there at the rail, now tugging against the steel and goes on a length and a half. The tempo is decent into the turn. Then comes Battenberg in third spot. Nelson Bay, further back in the running in fourth, 2 lengths away, Almond Butter. They're racing 5 to 6 lengths off the leader past the 800 meter zone. Further back in the running, we're going to find Trasova gets a reminder or two. A length and a half, Player X. The Africa House has got 8 or 9 lengths to make up. Mystery Cash towards the inside, red sleeves and cap, let the flag fly. Ermelo, top of the lane, 450 metres to go. Nelson Bay tries to warm up towards the inside. Trasova's trying to get into it. The Africa House is now starting to hunt down between runners. Towards the inside, Galaxy Explorer. Ermelo with a healthy advantage coming to the 200 metre marker. Trasova's running a big race on the inside towards the inside. inside coming home, but it's number 2, Ermelo, and Dennis Schwartz going on strongly. The last 100 metres, and Ermelo will go on and win it. In second, the Africa House kicked on well. Nelson Bay in photos with Trisova. Well, number 2, Ermelo, just continues to fire, and then the rider just eases up the last 50 metres. You'll see the horse pricks his ears, and that'll allow the Africa House to get within a half a length. Then came Nelson Bay. Trisova's on the inside, back in fourth. King of Seville. Ermelo, the one to get a hold of coming to the 300, was quite eager in the early stages, full of energy. The last 150 metres had things under control, and then just geared down those last couple of strides, and then just pricked the ears shy of the post. And as they come to the line for the Crows, Sutton Estate, Doug Campbell, Dennis Schwartz, the Rabada will continue to keep going in race number 1.
Welcome back to the Winners Enclosure, and a very joyous Winners Enclosure at that. We've got the whole team to my right. We've got the Gold Circle marketing team waiting for some fresh orange and some celebratory drinks for Doug. It's his 1,000th winner as a trainer, and what a joyous moment it is. I can't wait to talk to Doug. But well done to Nkosi, who is the groom of Ermelo. He gets a 2,000 Rand on behalf of Hollywoodbets and Gold Circle, and he deserves every cent because Ermelo looked outstanding in the parade ring. Who also looks outstanding in the Winners Enclosure in Gauteng and, of course, all over the place is Dennis Schwartz, who's getting chances and taking every chance with both hands. Well done to you, Dennis, and you rode Ermelo on debut, and you must be thrilled to have notched up a win on him.
Yes, definitely. He felt like a very nice progressive horse first time out, and I was happy to see him actually progress like that. And it's a little bit of a handful, but I think with time and maturity it will all come together, and if he can just keep on going the trend that he's going now, I think he will be quite a smart horse.
He stepped up to the 14 today, and he loved that. So, which is exciting, is that he could go even further.
Yes, definitely. I thought it was quite an exciting win. I would have loved one to cover me because he was going to be green on the turn, but it just didn't work out that way. He's quite a strong horse, so I sort of let him get in front and try and just keep him as balanced as possible, and he did the rest of the work, and I think there's still more to come from him.
Things going well for you. You've got a light book of rides today, but I'm sure that'll fill up as the season gets hotter. Things really going well for you, from Cold Fact yesterday to Ermelo today. Just boxing on the rest of your card today?
Yeah, it's just boxing on. Hopefully there's one or two of them that can just sort of, the next one is the first timer. Hopefully there's some nice experience from that one, and then the one in the last, just some improvement on him, and he should be in the quartet.
Well done, Dennis. You're riding so well, and the smile says it all. Keep up the good work.
Thank you so much, and big thanks to Mr. Campbell. I'm really appreciative that I could ride his 1,000th winner, so well done to him on that milestone, and may there be many more, and well done to the owner.
Congratulations. Now let's get Doug in with Di. I know that Di doesn't like to talk. Well,
I'm going to say that the best horse in my stable is my wife, Di.
I'm glad that Di is here. Di, we must get a word from you. What a special occasion, 1,000th winner. Well done.
No, Doug certainly deserves it. He just lives his passion and loves every second.
Lovely, Di.
Still.
Lovely, and it's lovely to have you at the races. Cheers, 3 cheers to you, and all the best to another many thousands.
Thank you so much.
Really good. Let's get Tommy in. He's the owner. Tommy is the owner of Ermelo. Lovely, a lovely horse, lovely win, and I say this with utmost respect to Doug, who's been around for many years, and just 1,000 winners. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, very special. Thanks, Warren. Doug and I and the family go back a long time. Doug, we played polo together in his earlier days. He trained horses for my uncle Doug, as he said, also named Doug Crow. And I'll just tell you quickly about Royal Purse, the mare. I bought the mare from Mick Goss and shared her with him for a few years at Summerhill. And then when Mick sold up, I brought the mare back to my farm. And so this is the first foal born on the farm, and grew up on the farm. We preschooled her at home. She went out and trotted every day with the polo ponies on the farm. And then we sent her straight to Doug, and she went straight into racing, and I think was running his first race at 6 weeks after he arrived there. So yeah, special horse, and we're looking for some exciting things. Thank you.
Lovely to have you at the races. Thank you for your continued support. I know you support a lot of yards across the country, so we're appreciative of that. And this little fella is certainly making you proud. Well done.
Yeah, thanks very much, and thanks again to Dennis. Great ride. And again to Doug. Yeah, very special, and well done on their 1,000th win.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Tommy, there's some orange juice and champagne for you to enjoy as well.
Great. Thank you very much, Warren.
Lovely. There we go. That's Tommy Crow. I think load shedding played a bit of a part in that interview, but don't stress, because I'm sure our very professional team would have got all on record, and you can go and watch all the replays and all the interviews on, of course, the Gold Circle YouTube channel and on Gallop channel. So if you missed any part of that very special interview, I'm sure you'll be able to watch it online a little bit later. But Ermelo's won the first race and made the connections happy. And Doug Campbell and Di Campbell and your entire family, we salute you.